A placard on the trailer is intended to A. Communicate the risk of hazardous materials. B. Keep people away from the trailer. C. Stop lumpers from unloading hazardous materials. D. Remind carriers to give the load to qualified drivers. The correct answer is A. Communicate the risk of hazardous materials. Placarded loads require a fire extinguisher in your truck with a UL rating of A. 20 BC or more. B. 10 BC or more. C. 20 AC or more. D. 10 AC or more. The correct answer is B. 10 BC or more. The hazardous waste manifest should be A. Stored in the glove compartment. B. Kept with the driver at all times. C. The same as all other paperwork. D. Tabbed differently and kept on top of all other paperwork. The correct answer is D. Tabbed differently and kept on top of all other paperwork. In the materials class is listed the word forbidden. What kinds of materials are you still allowed to haul? A. Any other hazardous material. B. You can't haul a forbidden cargo. C. Nothing. D. Both B and C. The correct answer is D. Both B and C. A placard must be placed A. At least 3 inches away from any other markings. B. 3 inches from the back of the trailer. C. 3 inches from the bottom or the trailer. D. 3 inches from the front of the trailer. The correct answer is A. At least 3 inches away from any other markings. Whenever your vehicle is placarded, do not drive near open fires unless you A. Can safely pass the fire without stopping. B. Have LTL of a non-flammable material. C. Are equipped with fire sprinklers. D. Unless you can stay 100 to 200 feet away from the fire. The correct answer is A. Can safely pass the fire without stopping. If you are in an accident involving hazardous materials, you should A. Don't tell anything about your load. B. Keep all people far away and upwind of the accident. C. Prevent a panic by acting like nothing is wrong. D. Tell only the emergency response team about the hazard. The correct answer is B. Keep all people far away and upwind of the accident. What is the shape and size of a placard? A. 10 3/4 inch oval. B. 10 1/2 inch diamond. C. 10 1/2 inch oval. D. 10 3/4 inch square or diamond. The correct answer is D. 10 3/4 inch square or diamond. The placards should be placed on the vehicle. A. Before you load it. B. Before you drive it. C. Before you get to your destination. D. Before you cross a scale. The correct answer is B. Before you drive it. Entries in the hazardous materials table are shown. A. In alphabetical order by proper shipping names. B. In order of risk. C. In alphabetical order by brand names. D. In order of quantities being shipped. The correct answer is A. In alphabetical order by proper shipping names. In column 1, the plus sign means A. The proper shipping name is in italics. B. The proper shipping name is invalid. C. The proper shipping name, whether the material meets the definition of that class or not. D. This is not the proper shipping name. The correct answer is C. The proper shipping name, whether the material meets the definition of that class or not. Which of the following is a way to decide which placards to use? A. Materials hazard class. B. Amount of hazardous materials being shipped. C. Total weight of all classes of hazardous materials on your vehicle. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. You may not park a vehicle carrying hazardous materials within feet of an open fire. A. 300. B. 200. C. 150. D. 100. The correct answer is A. 300. When is it necessary to ground the trailer? A. Only when filling a trailer with explosives. B. When filling or unloading any flammable liquid tank. Ground must be maintained until filling hole is properly closed. C. Only when unloading a cargo tank filled with any flammable liquid. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. When filling or unloading any flammable liquid tank. Ground must be maintained until filling hole is properly closed. When a spill occurs of an RQ substance the carrier has within. To report the spill. A. 1 week. B. 2 weeks. C. 30 days. D. 60 days. The correct answer is C. 30 days. One of these shipping paper descriptions for a hazardous material is in the right order. Which one is it? A. Hydrogen bromide, non-flammable gas, UN 1048. B. Corrosive material, hydrochloric acid. On 1798. C. UN 1787, hydriodic acid, corrosive material. D. Hexane, UN 1208, flammable liquid. The correct answer is C. UN 1787, hydriodic acid, corrosive material. A safe haven is one place you can leave a vehicle unattended that is hauling explosives. What is the best description of a safe haven? A. Any property that has been government approved for this use. B. Any property that is totally fenced in by an 8-foot high fence and has a guard on duty all day long. C. Any property that is totally fenced in by an 8-foot high fence. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Any property that has been government approved for this use. What placard must be used with an inhalation hazard load? A. Flammable. B. Dangerous. C. Poison. D. All of the above. The correct answer is C. Poison. A properly prepared uniform hazardous waste manifest. A. Must be signed and carried by anyone transporting a hazardous waste. B. Is required only if there is a loss of cargo during transport. C. Is the same as any other shipping paper. D. Is definitely useless form and is not required. The correct answer is A. Must be signed and carried by anyone transporting a hazardous waste. You have loaded a hazardous material into a cargo tank. What must you do before you move the vehicle? A. Close all manholes and valves. Be sure they are free of leaks. B. Call Chemtrek by phone and tell them where you are going. C. Have the loading observers sign the shipping papers. D. Get started on your trip, everything is okay. The correct answer is A. Close all manholes and valves. Be sure they are free of leaks. Who is responsible for checking to be sure the shipper correctly named, labeled, and marked a hazardous materials shipment? A. The carrier. B. The driver. C. The shipper. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is D. Both A and B. You are hauling hazardous materials and you find that one of your tires is leaking. You must A. Stop at the nearest safe place and fix it. B. Report it to your carrier immediately. C. Continue at reduced speed and check that tire every 25 miles. D. All of the above are true. The correct answer is A. Stop at the nearest safe place and fix it. Which of the following, if required, must the shipper put on the package? A. The required label. B. The hazardous materials shipping name and identification number. C. The name and address of shipper or consignee. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. If an X or RQ is in the HM column of a shipping paper entry, the A. Shipment is regulated by hazardous material regulations. B. Entry refers to the materials that must be top-loaded. C. Material listed on that line in the largest part of the shipment. D. Material listed on that line in the smallest part of the shipment. The correct answer is A. Shipment is regulated by hazardous material regulations. Shipping papers must always be kept in one place when driving with hazardous materials. Where when wearing your seatbelt? A. On the driver's seat at all times. B. Within reach at all times. C. In a pouch on the driver's door. D. Both B and C. The correct answer is D. Both B and C. Which of the following statements about radioactive labels is true? A. Yellow 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. B. Yellow 2 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. C. White 1 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. D. Black 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. The correct answer is A. Yellow 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. Who is responsible for certifying on the bills of lading that the hazardous materials are prepared properly? A. The driver. B. The shipper. C. The carrier. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. The shipper. A vehicle contains 500 pounds each of explosives 1.1 and 1.3. You must use A. Dangerous placards. B. Explosives 1.1 placards. C. Explosives 1.1 and explosives 1.3 placards. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Explosives 1.1 placards. The shippers package hazardous materials. They must certify that this was done according to the regulations. The only exception is when A. The driver is given a sealed cargo compartment. B. The shipment is a hazardous waste. C. The shipper is a private carrier carrying his or her own product. D. All of the above. The correct answer is C. The shipper is a private carrier carrying his or her own product. Who is responsible for finding out what permits or special routes you will need to haul hazardous materials? A. The state governor. B. The driver. C. The shipper. D. The carrier. The correct answer is B. The driver. A placard cannot be placed A. Closer than 3 inches from any other markings. B. More than 3 inches from the back of the trailer. C. More than 3 inches from the bottom or the trailer. D. Less than 3 inches from the front of the trailer. The correct answer is A. Closer than 3 inches from any other markings. A placard is required for a combustible liquid at A. 110 gallons or more. B. Over 100 gallons. C. More than 1,001 pounds or more. D. 110 cubic liters or more. The correct answer is C. More than 1,001 pounds or more. If your vehicle is placarded and you must drive across a railroad crossing, you must A. Shift gears quickly as you're crossing tracks. B. Never shift gears while crossing tracks. C. Shift gears only if you are sure no train is coming. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Never shift gears while crossing tracks. When transporting both hazardous and non-hazardous materials, your bills must A. Describe the hazardous materials last. B. Have the non-hazardous materials highlighted. C. Identify the materials by the letter X or RQ in the HM column. D. Make sure that no hazardous materials are highlighted. The correct answer is C. Identify the materials by the letter X or RQ in the HM column. The transport index of a radioactive material. A. Dictates the maximum speed at which you can transport the material. B. Is something the dispatcher will tell you on a need-to-know basis. C. Tells the degree of control needed during transportation. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Tells the degree of control needed during transportation. The hazard class of all materials specifies A. The order the materials get loaded on your trailer. B. How much of the material is on your trailer? C. The risks associated with the materials. D. The order of the deliveries. The correct answer is C. The risks associated with the materials. You may not park a vehicle carrying hazardous materials within of an open fire. A. 300 yards. B. 300 feet. C. 150 meters. D. 1 mile. The correct answer is B. 300 feet. How many different hazard classes are there? A. 11. B. 22. C. 9. D. 19. The correct answer is C. 9. When transporting explosives, you may not A. Park within 500 feet of the traveled part of the road. B. Park within 300 feet of a tunnel. C. Drive through a construction zone. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Park within 300 feet of a tunnel. You cannot load some products together in the same cargo space. This is specified in which of the following tables? A. Segregation and separation chart. B. List of hazardous substances and reportable quantities. C. Placard table. D. Transport index table. The correct answer is A. Segregation and separation chart. The transport index of a radioactive material. A. Is another way of writing the weight of the package. B. Is something that only the shipper needs to worry about. C. Tells the degree of control needed during transportation. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Tells the degree of control needed during transportation. Which of the following is the proper definition of a cargo tank? A. A bulk container not permanently attached to a vehicle. B. A bulk container permanently attached to a vehicle. C. Both choices A and B. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. A bulk container permanently attached to a vehicle. Who is responsible for packaging, labeling, and preparing the hazardous material shipping papers for a common carrier? A. Your spouse. B. The shipper. C. The carrier. D. The driver. The correct answer is B. The shipper. Class A explosives must not be transported in a combination vehicle if the vehicle includes A. A placarded cargo tank. B. 2 or more trailers. C. A 200-inch wheelbase trailer. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. A placarded cargo tank. What type fire extinguisher is required in the power unit of a placarded vehicle? A. AUL. Rating of 15 ABC. B. AUL rating of 5 BC or above. C. AUL rating of 10 BC or above. D. Any of the above are acceptable. The correct answer is C. AUL rating of 10 BC or above. Which of the following must drivers have in their possession while transporting Class A or B explosives? A. The carrier's insurance policy. B. The written route plan. C. Both of the above. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. The written route plan. Animals and human foodstuffs should not be loaded in the same vehicle with A. Flammable liquids. B. Explosives. C. Flammable gases. D. Poisons. The correct answer is D. Poisons. Drivers who transport route-controlled radioactive materials must carry a dated certificate of radioactive materials training. This training must have occurred within the last A. 4 years. B. 3 years. C. 2 years. D. 1 years. The correct answer is C. 2 years. If hazardous material is spilling from your vehicle, do not move your vehicle. A. Any more than safety required. B. In an upwind direction. C. Any more than 450 feet. D. Any more than 500 feet. The correct answer is A. Any more than safety required. Cylinders containing compressed gases may only be loaded onto a vehicle without a flat floor or platform if the cylinders are A. In boxes that will keep them from turning over. B. Loaded into racks attached to the vehicle. C. Loaded in an upright or horizontal position. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. With most hazardous materials, you may park within 5 feet of the road briefly, if your work requires it. The materials that are the exception and do not allow parking this close to the road are A. Acids and poisons. B. Explosives A and B. C. Liquids. D. Corrosives and oxidizers. The correct answer is B. Explosives A and B. An A/W, the first column of the hazardous materials table means A. This material has no restrictions when shipped by air and/or water. B. There are no restrictions with this material if shipped by water only. C. It is okay to ship this material by air only. D. This material is only restricted when shipped by air and/or water. The correct answer is D. This material is only restricted when shipped by air and/or water. In column 1, the symbol I means A. Iodine. B. International restrictions. C. International transportation. D. Invalid substance. The correct answer is C. International transportation. A driver that hauls hazardous materials must attend training every A. 3 years. B. 2 years. C. 1 year. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. 3 years. When hauling explosives 1.1 and 1.3, which placard do you use? A. Explosives 1.3. B. Explosives 1.1. C. Dangerous. D. Both A and C. The correct answer is B. Explosives 1.1. The basic description of a hazardous material includes the hazard class, the ID number, and the proper shipping name. Which one must appear first on the shipping paper? A. The box number. B. The identification number. C. The hazard class. D. The proper shipping name. The correct answer is B. The identification number. How many different hazard classes are there? A. 9. B. 23. C. 24. D. 19. The correct answer is A. 9. When fueling a placarded vehicle, someone must always be A. Within 10 feet of the pump with a fire extinguisher. B. At the emergency power shutoff for the pump. C. At the nozzle, controlling the fuel flow. D. Be at the rearmost corner on the vehicle. The correct answer is C. At the nozzle, controlling the fuel flow. You do not have a hazardous materials endorsement on your commercial driver license. When can you legally haul hazardous materials? A. Only when the vehicle does not require placards. B. All of the above. C. Never. D. Only when the shipment does not cross state lines. The correct answer is A. Only when the vehicle does not require placards. When a substance in the materials table is written in italics, it means A. It is not the proper shipping name. Only those in Roman type above it are proper shipping names. B. It is a foreign substance. C. The substance is for international transport. D. It is the proper shipping name. The correct answer is A. It is not the proper shipping name. Only those in Roman type above it are proper shipping names. To find out if a shipment includes a hazardous material, you should A. Open and inspect every package and container. B. Look at the shipping papers. C. Check for a fence around the loading dock. D. Ask the driver. The correct answer is B. Look at the shipping papers. When there is a hazardous materials emergency, you should A. Prevent smoking and keep open flames away. B. Keep people away and warn them of the danger. C. Both A and B above. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Both A and B above. Which signals may be used to warn of a stopped vehicle that contains explosives? A. Flares or fusees. B. Reflective triangles. C. Signal fires. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Reflective triangles. Carriers must give each driver who transports Class A or B explosives A. A copy of FMCSR Part 349. B. A copy of FMCSR Part 397. C. An extra fire extinguisher. D. The consignee's phone number. The correct answer is B. A copy of FMCSR Part 397. A placard is required for a combustible liquid at A. 110 gallons. B. 100 gallons. C. 1,001 pounds or more. D. Any amount. The correct answer is C. 1,001 pounds or more. In column 1, the D symbol means A. Devices. B. Detonators. C. Domestic transportation. D. Domestic restrictions. The correct answer is C. Domestic transportation. When hauling hazardous materials with any dual tires. A. Stop and check the tires every hour. B. You must check the tires each time you stop. C. Check tires every 3 hours or 150 miles. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. You must check the tires each time you stop. Which of the following choices is a hazard class you are not allowed to smoke around? A. Oxidizers. B. Flammables. C. Explosives. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. A hazard class name or ID number may not be used to describe A. Reportable quantity of a hazardous substance. B. Hazardous waste. C. Non-hazardous material. D. Chlorine. The correct answer is C. Non-hazardous material. If there is an RQ before or after the item description on the shipping paper, it means the A. Material is in a package containing no other materials. B. Material has an insurance value of over $1,000. C. The shipper must report any spills of this material. D. Carrier must report any spill of this material which occurs in a reportable quantity. The correct answer is D. Carrier must report any spill of this material which occurs in a reportable quantity. Which one of the following shipping descriptions is in the proper order? A. UN 1076, Phosgene, 2.3. B. Phosgene, 2.3, UN 1076. C. Phosgene, UN 1076, Poison A. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. UN 1076, Phosgene, 2.3. On the hazardous materials table, proper shipping names are shown. A. In plain type and in alphabetical order. B. So you know not to transport that shipment. C. In italic type and loading order. D. So you know you can transport that shipment without placards. The correct answer is A. In plain type and in alphabetical order. The hazardous materials identification number is important because A. The shipper must include it on the package. B. Police use the number to identify the material after an accident. C. The shipper must include it on the shipping papers. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The hazardous materials will be named on A. The hazardous materials table list. B. The list of hazardous substances and reportable quantities. C. Either one of the above lists. D. Both of the above lists. The correct answer is C. Either one of the above lists. Product ID numbers must appear on each side and both ends of a portable tank or other bulk packaging containing A. Hazardous materials exceeding 500 gallons. B. Food products exceeding 1,000 gallons. C. Hazardous materials 1,000 gallons or more. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Hazardous materials 1,000 gallons or more. The shipper must attach a diamond-shaped label to hazardous materials by A. Putting a label on the package. B. Putting a label on a tag attached to the product. C. Putting a label on the product. D. Any one of the above. The correct answer is D. Any one of the above. You should never transport a package labeled poison if you are hauling A. Porous products. B. Food products. C. Fuel. D. Fireworks. The correct answer is B. Food products. In the event of an accident involving hazardous materials, you should first A. Try to put out any fires. B. Move leaking material out of the way. C. Send someone for help and warn others of the danger. D. Move your tractor away from the scene. The correct answer is C. Send someone for help and warn others of the danger. The basic shipment of a hazardous product must include A. The product's name and identification number. B. The proper shipping name and the list of marine pollutants. C. The proper shipping name, hazard class, and identification number. D. The shipper's name, the hazard class, and a placard. The correct answer is C. The proper shipping name, hazard class, and identification number. A segregation and separation chart indicate A. Products that cannot be loaded together in the same trailer. B. Products requiring special handling. C. Products requiring special labeling. D. Products that are transported with animals. The correct answer is A. Products that cannot be loaded together in the same trailer. A vehicle placarded for Division 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3 explosives. A. May never be left unattended under any condition. B. May be left unattended in a safe haven. C. May never be parked on private property. D. May not be parked on the consignee's property. The correct answer is B. May be left unattended in a safe haven. Which of the following statements about loading and unloading cargo tanks is false? A. The person in attendance must be aware of the danger. B. The person in attendance must be within 50 feet of the tank. C. The person attending the tanker must have a clear view of it. D. The person in attendance must be authorized and able to move the vehicle. The correct answer is B. The person in attendance must be within 50 feet of the tank. If you are required to stop at railroad crossings, you must A. Stop 15 to 50 feet before the nearest rail. B. Remember to never shift gears while crossing tracks. C. Proceed only when you are sure no train is coming. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The shipping papers for hazardous materials can be found. A. In a pouch on the driver's door. B. In clear view, within reach while driving. C. On the driver's seat when out of the vehicle. D. Any of the above locations. The correct answer is D. Any of the above locations. The floor liner for explosives may not A. Contain steel or iron. B. Contain nails or screws. C. Contain cracks or holes. D. Contain any of the above. The correct answer is D. Contain any of the above. Some hazardous materials may not be loaded together with other hazardous materials. The prohibited combinations are listed in the A. Hazardous Materials Table. B. Hazardous Waste Manifest. C. Segregation and Separation Chart. D. List of hazardous materials and reportable quantities. The correct answer is C. Segregation and Separation Chart. A transport index relates to products that are A. Meant for human consumption. B. Liquid. C. Radioactive. D. Overweight. The correct answer is C. Radioactive. You must have placards for explosives, poison gas, or dangerous when wet exceeding. A. 10 pounds. B. 10 cartons. C. 100 pounds. D. Any amount. The correct answer is D. Any amount. If you are hauling hazardous materials and have tires on your vehicle, you must stop and check them every time you park. A. Dual. B. Radial. C. Bias. D. Treaded. The correct answer is A. Dual. You may use dangerous placards instead of separate placards for each Table 2 hazard class. When A. You have 1,001 pounds or more of 2 or more Table 2 hazard classes, requiring different placards. B. You have not loaded 2,205 pounds or more of any Table 2 hazard class material at any one place. You must use the specific placard for this material. C. Both A and B above. D. Either A or B above. The correct answer is C. Both A and B above. You should turn off your engine when loading flammable liquid unless A. The material does not need a placard. B. You need the engine to run the pump. C. You are a non-smoker. D. You are loading at night and need the headlights. The correct answer is B. You need the engine to run the pump. Which of the following statements about radioactive labels is true? A. Yellow 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. B. Yellow 2 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. C. White eye indicates the highest level of radioactivity. D. Black 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. The correct answer is A. Yellow 3 indicates the highest level of radioactivity. On the hazardous materials table, column 1 shows A. How to ship an item. B. To what shipping mode the information on that line applies. C. How much of the material can be put in a vehicle without placarding. D. What materials can be loaded together. The correct answer is B. To what shipping mode the information on that line applies. You must control how far packages labeled radioactive 2 or radioactive 3 are located from people in cargo space walls by referring to A. The transport index and the separation distances table. B. The list of hazardous materials and reportable quantities. C. The table of hazardous materials. D. The segregation and separation chart. The correct answer is A. The transport index and the separation distances table. When transporting hazardous waste, you must A. Have the word waste before the name of the material on the bills. B. Sign a uniform hazardous waste manifest. C. Carry a uniform hazardous waste manifest in the truck. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. A placarded vehicle must have at least placards. A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. D. 6. The correct answer is C. 4. Of the following hazardous material classes, which is the most dangerous? A. Division 6.1. B. Division 6.2. C. Division 6.3. D. Division 6.4. The correct answer is A. Division 6.1. Tankers used to transport hazardous materials on vehicles must be marked with A. The UN or NAID number of the product. B. The date of manufacture. C. The Chemtrek phone number. D. The owner's PUCO or ICC number. The correct answer is A. The UN or NAID number of the product. When transporting both hazardous and non-hazardous materials, your bills must A. Describe the hazardous materials first. B. Have the hazardous materials highlighted. C. Identify the materials by the letter X or RQ in the HM column. D. Any one of the above. The correct answer is D. Any one of the above. The designation RQ identifies the materials. A. Reference quotient. B. Regulatory quotient. C. Reportable quantity. D. Regulatory quantity. The correct answer is C. Reportable quantity. In order to transport hazardous materials which require placards. A. You must have a commercial driver's license. B. You must pass a written test on hazardous materials. C. You must have the hazardous materials endorsement on your CDL. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. When transporting explosives, you may not: A. Park within 5 feet of the traveled part of the road. B. Park within 300 feet of a tunnel. C. Park near an open fire. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. You must carry a gas mask with you when transporting: A. Flammable materials. B. Chlorine. C. Poison. D. Liquid gas. The correct answer is B. Chlorine. The product ID markings on a tank must be: A. Black 4-inch numbers on orange panels. B. Orange 4-inch numbers on black panels. C. Green 4-inch numbers on white panels. D. White 4-inch numbers on orange panels. The correct answer is A. Black 4-inch numbers on orange panels. You must notify of any spills exceeding the RQ. A. Customer. B. State Patrol. C. DOT and EPA. D. Federal Highway Administration. The correct answer is C. DOT and EPA. Containment rules are rules that: A. Instruct the driver in loading hazardous materials. B. Instruct the driver in transporting hazardous materials. C. Instruct the driver in unloading bulk tanks hauling hazardous materials. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Check placarded vehicles with dual tires at the start of each trip. In addition, check the tires: A. Every 2 hours or 100 miles. B. Each time you stop. C. Every 6 hours. D. Every 200 miles. The correct answer is B. Each time you stop. A safe haven is defined as: A. A designated place in your carrier's parking lot. B. A government-approved place for parking vehicles loaded with explosives. C. Any place where someone is watching your tractor and trailer for you. D. A shelter in the event of an explosion. The correct answer is B. A government-approved place for parking vehicles loaded with explosives. Who is responsible for certifying on the bills of lading that the hazardous materials are prepared properly? A. The driver. B. The shipper. C. The carrier. D. The dock workers. The correct answer is B. The shipper. If the hazardous materials are classified as forbidden, you should: A. Take special caution in transporting the material. B. Remove the placards from the trailer. C. Refuse the load. D. Place the materials in the front of the trailer. The correct answer is C. Refuse the load. There are 3 lists that drivers, shippers, and carriers use to find out if a material is regulated as hazardous. Which one of these choices is not one of those 3 lists? A. List of hazardous substances and reportable quantities. B. The list of marine pollutants. C. EPA Dangerous Materials List. D. Hazardous Materials Table. The correct answer is C. EPA Dangerous Materials List. At what time is it required for the driver to have an approved gas mask on hand? A. Any vehicle carrying an inhalation hazard cargo. B. Any vehicle carrying chlorine. C. Any vehicle carrying toxic materials. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Any vehicle carrying chlorine. Drivers of placarded vehicles transporting hazardous materials must stop 2 feet from the nearest rail of a railroad. A. 15 to 20 feet. B. 15 to 50 feet. C. 5 to 10 feet. D. 15 to 50 yards. The correct answer is B. 15 to 50 feet. If the words inhalation hazard appear on the shipping papers, you need A. Placards designating a poison. B. Placards designating a hazardous substance. C. A gas mask in the cab of your truck. D. Gloves for handling the materials. The correct answer is A. Placards designating a poison. How many identical placards is a vehicle hauling hazardous materials required to display and wear? A. 1 on the rear of the vehicle only. B. 2 1 on the front and 1 on the back. C. 4 2 on the front and 2 on the back. D. 4 1 on the front, 1 on the back, and 1 on each side of the vehicle. The correct answer is D. 4 1 on the front, 1 on the back, and 1 on each side of the vehicle. The hazard class of all materials specifies A. How heavy the material is. B. How much of the material is on your trailer. C. The risks associated with the materials. D. How flammable the material is. The correct answer is C. The risks associated with the materials. When transporting compressed gases, you must A. Secure the cylinders in boxes or racks, or brace them down flat. B. Cover the cylinders with an asbestos material. C. Secure the cylinders together. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Secure the cylinders in boxes or racks, or brace them down flat. When transporting explosives, flammable liquid or flammable gas, you may not A. Use cargo heaters. B. Take more than an 8-hour break. C. Load the materials in a closed cargo space. D. Smoke in the cab of your truck. The correct answer is A. Use cargo heaters. Special requirements for hazardous materials shipping papers include A. Color coding the hazardous materials bills. B. Requiring drivers to keep papers either tabbed or on top of other papers. C. Requiring shippers to keep the bills in a separate envelope. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Requiring drivers to keep papers either tabbed or on top of other papers. Do not smoke within feet of a placarded cargo tank used for Class 3 flammable liquids or Division 2.1 gases. A. 25. B. 50. C. 75. D. 100. The correct answer is A. 25.